Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here. It is now December 26th, 2022, Monday evening at 7:14 p.m. No, I still have not colored my hair. I'm going to get to it one of these days. Haven't made a video in a bit, and we missed you guys, but over the Christmas is kind of a harder time for us, and like it is for so many. And so I did not want to be on social media. And I had some issues with depression, basically Christmas Eve day, which happened to be my grandmother's birthday also. But you just kind of hold on and know that this too will pass, and we got through it. We did have a nice Christmas, and I don't really have anything else to say about Christmas. I mean, we made wings, and I made pasta salad, and
so good.
I made some Jello salad, and we had rolls. Next year we're not going to do wings because they were good and everything. Be better probably for like a New Year's Eve thing, but it was okay. It was. I can't pretend and say it was just marvelous. I mean, it was okay. Which I think most of us are going, it's okay. I mean, unless you're really, for us anyway, unless you're dealing with children who always make that holiday so special, it's just kind of like, eh. So I'm eager to start taking down Christmas decorations because by the time Christmas comes, I'm over the decorations because they make everything feel cluttered, and you just like Christmas Eve night was the last night, and we left the lights on all night that night, and then we don't light them now because we're kind of like, okay, we're done with.
It's too early to start lights for next year.
Yeah. I think she must smell those.
Smell what? Oh, yeah.
Probably. The dogs loved, and thank you so much, Carol. Carol had gotten the dogs some greenies, and we gotten the dogs a couple packages of dog treats. They make the new kind. I don't know what the company name is. I think it's Pork Co.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Wait, but I can't look because the dog are gonna go crazy. It's on Amazon though, and what it is opposed to like the pig ears, it is skin that's been roasted, and it looks like a rawhide, but it's not. So it's much safer for them, and they have them in like big sizes and little sizes. Jelly Bean likes the little sizes a lot. She'd never had anything like that, so and the little size is all kind of compressed together. So it's perfect size for her because the bigger ones are way too big for her. So it was really neat watching her because she'd never had anything like that, and at first she wasn't too sure what to do. And once she caught on to it, she was one happy camper, laying there chomping on that stuff. She really enjoyed it.
I love the way both her and Nixie do the same thing, where they hold it between their paws so it's sticking up.
Yep, they do.
I think that's so cool.
Yep. So yeah, and the other dogs loved theirs too. So that was the highlight. So now, because I feel like my house is so messy, I'm going to start going through and organizing some things. I haven't really gotten much done today. I ended up sleeping all day because my insomnia is at the worst it's ever been right now, you guys. I didn't get to sleep till 11 a.m. Part of that's depression and anxiety. Never thrilled about that, but it is what it is. So I got about 5 hours sleep, which was really good for me. I haven't been sleeping, and that makes everything much worse. So got through that. Back to the normal grind of things now. We don't usually do anything for New Year's Eve. In our whole marriage, we only have gone out one time New Year's Eve, and that's what we were invited to a party. I think was it at the Oaks?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a fun party, though. I mean, they served you dinner. They served you a glass of champagne, I think it was, and dessert. And, they had music there and karaoke and stuff, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Um, you know, but, we always kind of feel like it's safest to stay indoors because, people are out drinking and stuff. So, we probably won't do anything this year. What else? I have not been loom knitting as much as I was because I'm having a lot of problems with carpal tunnel with that arm. So it's like carpal tunnel meets the severe arthritis. They seem to meet at the elbow. And so there's some nights I just really can't do it, or I'll start doing it and I can really feel it quite fast. And I know I need to put it away. So I'm not giving up on it, but the carpal tunnel, it seems to be inflamed right now. So I have to take it easier on it. But I've been playing a lot of solitaire on our phones. We got I forgot what I was going to say. There's all kinds of different solitaire games. You don't have to play just a classic. You can do I have one that's called Under the Sea I really like. Brad has a dragon one. You like it?
Mm-hmm.
I did the Monopoly one, and I installed it, and I unplayed it, and then I deleted it because I uninstalled it because I did not really care for it. So, yeah, it's good to have goals, right? I haven't done any painting. I haven't done much of anything, guys. I get to a point if I am really having a hard time with depression, I get where I feel kind of paralyzed. And I know a lot of you guys understand what that's like. You can't shut thoughts off in your head, and that means you don't really get anything else done. And I talked to you guys about my depression issues because I know a lot of you guys are going through your own depression, and so you don't feel near as alone because you aren't. Things will get better. They always do. And, you think what worked for you this Christmas and what didn't, and then you make appropriate changes, because all of our lives change eventually, whether or not we want them to. So, we did get new tablets. I think they're the 12-inch ones. They were on sale on Amazon for $71 each, and that was what we got, the main gift we got each other. We kept it very small this year. We did. I got Brad a few kind of gadgety tools that he'll enjoy, like the magnet on a real long collapsible wand, because since he has trouble with hand tremors and stuff, he will, if he's working with something, he will drop maybe the nuts or the bolts or earring findings or whatever. And so that's a nice way for him to be able to do that. It came with like some mirrors on extensions, so you can look down like if you were trying to fix something. One is a flashlight. A couple of them are a flashlight too. So, and it was one of those gifts that wasn't super expensive, but I tried to pick him up a unique tool that he might enjoy, and he does. And then I got him some magnet bowls. They come in a stack of 3 different sizes. Those are great to put your earring findings or your nuts and screws or nails or whatever in, and they're not going to go anywhere. I have one that's made for sewing needles, It's not a bowl, but it's just like a heart-shaped thing. So yeah, we're still uploading stuff on. It syncs to your phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so then it's uploading the programs that your phone has. So it's taken a while. It's last time Brad looked, it was at 30%.
Yours, you had downloaded 30 out of 68 apps.
So we got a while to go.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be really nice for us. It'll be easier to see. I have an older Kindle Fire, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it works fine. But it could be faster. and I want something a little bit bigger so I could lay in bed and like watch YouTube videos or TikToks or whatever. And Brad's tablet. It's a nice tablet. That thing runs so slow though. It would not be fast and it would not be slow enough for it would not be slow enough. It would be too slow for a sloth even.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you want to do anything on it, Brad will say something about it. Tell him, I'm like, well, you better go start getting it warmed up because, you know, it's kind of like those old TVs that you had to wait and have them warm up. So, yeah, he was in desperate need. And that's a cheaper way to go than buying laptops. Is to go that route. We're not doing anything real important on these things except for playing some games and like looking up YouTube videos and maybe some Netflix and that kind of stuff. So it'll work out well for us. And it was inexpensive. Can I say that again? It was inexpensive. So, you know, I'm excited about getting a bigger one. And that'll be nice. What else? That's about it. Brad's dad loved the gift that Brad sent him. It was a picture of him, his dad, and his brother on that trip. So, and Brad had made the memory plaque and everything, and he loved it. So, yeah.
He was talking about the three scoundrels.
Yeah. You know, but yeah, his his dad and stepmother, right? Okay, are doing pretty well. You know, so that's always good. And that's about all I really have. I don't really have anything to talk about, guys. I don't want to go on and on about the depression because, you know, that's my issue. Look at this big old white patch here, though. Wow. Let's see this. A little better.
I'm probably, sometime this week, I'm probably going to go sign up for the senior center.
Ryan and I have been talking about doing more things individually. Because you can't hang out with the same person all the time. Then pretty soon you don't have anything to really talk about because they're always with you. And, you know, like he would like to talk about guy things with guys. And I would like to talk about women things with some women. And, you know, so, yeah, he's going to go down and sign up this week. He'll bring me a thing to sign up. But, and I will. It's just, I'm dealing with trying to get my head on straight right now, guys. I think you guys can tell even by this video that I'm just kind of, you know, I'm trying, but I'm really struggling.
This is, do you mind if I say something?
No, go ahead.
This has always been a very, very difficult time for you.
I've cried quite a bit last 2 days.
And then with everything dumped on top of it, you know, in the last couple of years.
Well, yeah.
You know, that makes it even
been a hard
tougher.
couple of years, and then kind of all came to a head Christmas Eve day. I mean, just you know, the first year that my father wasn't alive for the holidays, and you know, how that was handled and how I found out and all that was really gets to me. And you know, it's a harder time. I can't even come on here and pretend with you people that I'm not having some depression. I can't. When it gets chronic enough, I can't pretend with anybody because, first off, I can't really think straight. And I don't know, I just am not myself, I guess. I don't know how I am.
You're not yourself. You know, and these people...
You could chime in because as you know better than anybody, being my spouse, what I'm like.
Yeah, well, and I mean, the first thing I think of is, I think one of the things that a lot of these people watch you is because you're not fake and phony.
No, I'm not going to be fake and phony with you guys.
Yeah, because there's quite a few of the YouTubers. They're sunshine and roses every single day, and unicorns are dancing in the yard and
Eh.
nothing ever goes wrong in their life.
Right.
You know, and that's a crock of BS.
Yeah.
You know, but
I
they,
can't be faking phony with you people.
yeah, and that's just not you. You have never ever been the type to be fake and phony. You know, you've always been real.
I'm just me.
Yeah, and then sometimes you've been painfully real. You know, and that's just the way you are.
Sadly, everybody thinks that, oh, I dare not talk about my depression, or about maybe you're married to somebody that has chronic depression.
Mm-hmm.
So it's become kind of a taboo thing. It's like, let's sweep it under the rug.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, no, this is me in my entirety. And yeah, I have, like right now, severe depression. I don't think my general practitioner doctor will up my medication. I don't know if I'm at my max dose with it or not. It's something I'll talk to her about here in a few weeks when I go see her. But I'm just really struggling. You can help out because I can't really think straight.
Yeah, you know, and you know, I try to do what I can, and I'm definitely here to listen. Whenever you feel like talking about it, I'm not going to push you into talking about it.
What are we talking about?
When you're having the
Oh,
really rough times of
I'm like,
depression.
what are we talking about? When?
Yeah, you know, and if you try to force somebody into talking about the depression, odds are is they're going to lie to you.
Yeah,
You know?
and I mean, sometimes maybe they don't even know all what's wrong. It's just
Yeah.
I feel very off.
Yeah.
And I know that it's a combination of things. It's a combination of, you know, I'm tired of being hurt by people. And, you know, I'm tired of people thinking they can act one way and do things and then decide they want to still be friends, and I'm supposed to just go, oh, yes, okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll just sweep it under the rug that you did whatever and it hurt my feelings and or whatever. And it's like, no, I did that for so long, you know, and I'm not going to do it anymore.
One of the mistakes. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. One of the mistakes that I really wonder if I should have done that is I always did everything I could. You know, sometimes I fell short, protecting you from the outside world.
Yeah.
You know, because I know.
What do you mean by that? Is I was a stay-at-home mom and stuff, so I didn't have a lot of contact with the outside world. And you don't realize how cruel they really are. Because I had this kind of vision that, you know, everybody's inherently basically good, and Brad's like, no, you know.
Yeah, you know, I mean, so many people think that are very sheltered, that the outside world is like Father Knows Best, or
I never thought it was that way, but I didn't realize that as a society we had gotten so much worse.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if you're dealing with just maybe picking up your children from school or grandchildren, that's a very limited interaction, and it's in a school. So, but inherently, what people are and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like most people are really real, you know. So,
You know, and the thing with the internet, and we learned this when we got our first computer, and that's been over 20 years ago, is I remember seeing, I think it was an AOL commercial, and they were talking about their chat rooms, and their advertising line was, "Who do you want to be this evening?"
it's like, well, myself, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, you know, you think your life is going to go one way, and it goes completely opposite. And so you find that maybe you don't feel like you have an identity or a purpose. And that's something I really struggle with right now. And I'm a little too old to decide to go get a different career. I feel, you know, I'm 58 and a half by now. And, you know, I'll be okay. It's just going to take a while. You may get just some videos from Brad for a bit. The worst of it's over. Christmas is over, and and it wasn't all bad or anything, and it wasn't, it just was what it is, and you know, I had hoped to come on here and be a little more upbeat but I can't muster the energy to do so.
And that's not you.
No, like I said, I feel so drained, and I feel so just confused. The anxiety has gotten so bad, and it doesn't seem to matter how nice you try to be to somebody or anything. If you don't agree with everything that they say or do, and you dare say anything about it, then it's like, well, I believe in every relationship, including a friendship relationship, that you're not always going to agree with each other, but you're close enough that you can say, hey, I think that was kind of not the nicest thing to say or put out there or whatever. And I know some of my friends have at times been like, hey, that's not really that great of a thing that you said. And it's like, you're right, I didn't realize that at the time, but you're right. But I'll be all right.
And every season that passes, we learn a little bit more and more on how to deal with some of the problems.
I think we just need to try and keep busy on Christmas Eve day and Christmas Day if possible.
Mm-hmm.
Because sitting there and everybody else is busy with their family, and that's very hard.
Mm-hmm.
And they mean well, but they keep telling you about, well, they did this and they did that, and it's like, okay, I'm happy for them, but after a while, you start to feel like you're just so out of the loop and the norm, But
one of the things with where we're at now, when we were in Wyoming after Christmas, it was not uncommon for us not to see any kind of spring-like weather until June.
Yeah.
And
yeah, literally, yeah.
Yeah, and usually every February or March we'd get a week of 20 below zero. And when you're trapped inside, and
the heavy wet snow on
uh-huh,
that.
and then you had a 40-50 mile wind on top of that.
You guys have been experiencing some severe winter storms, so
Yeah.
you guys right now, a lot of you guys understand.
Yeah, but when you get excited about springtime coming up and you think about planting and everything, but when the weather is just so horrendous that you're pretty much stuck inside,
Mm-hmm.
staring out the window at the whiteout.
Mm-hmm.
And I know with
dirty snow too.
Yeah.
I hate dirty snow.
And with you, that was really, really hard on you.
Yeah.
Because you really look forward to get out and work, getting your hands dirty, and
Oh yeah, you feel so isolated, and the dirty snow and the piles of it, and hoping you can get out of your driveway, and
Uh-huh.
hoping the road's not really bad, and
Mm-hmm.
and all of that, because I'm going to show you I bought these from on Amazon a long time ago, and they fit over the top of your can of pop, so it keeps the carbonation in there longer and stuff. And Brad he used this one for a little bit, and then he liked it so much. I told him, I said, well, I know we have a couple more, and he found one, so that's what you saw on the top of my can of pop with
Mm-hmm.
that. Because I won't usually drink a whole can at a sitting, but I hate to waste. Charlie, what are you doing? What are you doing, little man? What?
Come up here. Come on,
He
Charlie.
wants Dad. Oh no, Jelly Bean is not there still. Jelly Bean is over on this bed.
What are you doing?
So every night when I finally do lay down and go to sleep, she rushes over to my pillow. I've now trained myself to leave enough of my pillow for her.
Come on.
And she's got to wrap herself around my head every night. It's like a curling
Earmuffs.
Yeah, muffs. It's like, hi, Charlie, what? Are you okay? What? Are you being happy now?
Yep.
But, yeah, I'm, you know, I have to be real with you guys. I can't just pretend like, you know, everything is sunshine and roses. Life is still good, and I know that. It's just wrapping your head around some of the things. And, you know, coming to terms with that. You know, and like I said, tell Brad I will be okay. Because I tell all of you guys that. You know. But he can see the signs when I'm not doing okay. I mean, you know. If I get much worse, I'm going to have to call a doctor or something. I mean, there's just no way around it. You know, I've never had as much trouble sleeping as I do right now. And I should be firmly asleep. But I'm not. So...
Yeah, because you were up till what, 9 this morning?
It was past that, baby. It
Oh,
was
was it?
9:30 when I woke you up.
Okay.
Yeah. I laid back down by 11. I slept till 4, so that was
Yeah.
a good night's sleep for me.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what's going on here. I mean, I don't want you all to worry. I'll be okay. Brad keeps a close eye on me and stuff, but, you know, if you're one of the people suffering from depression or anxiety, bipolar, any of that, you know, reach out and keep reaching out. I know it's hard because a lot of people don't want to deal with anybody with depression, but I think it kind of gives them a sense of their own frailties.
It's a nice
Yeah.
way to put it.
Yeah. So they get uncomfortable.
Well, the people that say to you, "Oh, just pull yourself out of
Yeah.
it," you know.
Just pull yourself out of it.
Yeah. And
What could be so wrong? And it's like, okay, you cope with things your way, and I'll cope with things my way.
Mm-hmm.
One of the ways I used to cope was I would go and bake a lot of stuff. And I know better than to do that. So, you know. Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be better at that.
Yeah.
And it gives you pause to really think about what's going on and stuff. Did you take your medicine?
No.
You need to, please.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay. But anyway, that's all we got going on here. I will be okay. I'm just, you know, very confused. I can't, my mind is spinning 1,000 miles an hour and I can't get it to slow down. But, because I would give anything to be able to go to bed at a normal time and sleep. That would be awesome. You know, instead of it being 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock or, you know, 10, that I reach out and say, hey, I can't sleep. You know, can we talk for a little bit? Then I'll get sleepy and, you know, be able to lay down. So, I hope you guys all had a wonderful Christmas. And remember, do something nice for somebody else. And then do something nice for yourself. And, as always, oh, I do cherish you guys' friendship. And, we love you guys. But if you haven't, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm not always like this. A lot of times, most of the time I'm a lot better.
Yes.
And if you would share with your friends, that would mean a lot. So, with all that being said, everybody say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.